It's not, y'all keep going like this. Y'all want to go like this. It's not that. We're telling y'all to come off the ball straight. Keep your eyes up. And then here. It's not none of the, here. It's not none of that. We're not teaching you that. We teach you come off the ball, second outside, see my lower center of gravity, snap, and we're going to push our arms to make us go this way. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get the gist of snapping down, do this. Just sit here and go like this. 1,000 times. Go on this. Just stationary. Do other foot. You getting a hold of snapping down. You telling your mind to snap down. Y'all keep going like this. Y'all want to go like this. It's not that. We're telling y'all to come off the ball straight. Keep your eyes up. And then here. It's not none of the, here. It's not none of that. We're not teaching you that. We teach you come off the ball, second outside, see my lower center of gravity, snap, and we're going to push our arms to make us go this way. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get the gist of snapping down, do this. Just sit here and go like this. 1,000. Go on this. Just stationary. Do other foot. You getting a hold of snapping down. You telling your mind to snap down. Y'all keep going like this. Y'all want to go like this. It's not that. We're telling y'all to come off the ball straight. Keep your eyes up. And then here. It's not none of the, here. It's not none of that. We're not teaching you that. We teach you come off the ball, second outside, see my lower center of gravity, snap, and we're going to push our arms to make us go this way. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get the gist of snapping down, do this. Just sit here and go like this. 1,000 times. Go on this.
So this is one of my favorite drill. Foot, my back foot's my jab foot. By one stick, right? So there's your stick, right? Front foot, stick. If I want a 1 foot jab, back foot jab. So starting things off, we like to start with the speed and roll. All right, now we're moving through that progression. Now off that speed release, that DB is not so far inside anymore, right? You want to send him that way and get back out. My stance is gonna stay the exact same. So I'm gonna push off this back foot, right? I still have 40% of my weight here. I'm sticking that foot into the ground, right there, and you're out. Stick, and out. Move into that stick jab, right? People call it double stick. You got that DB here, you wanna get inside. You've already shown him your stick release. He knows what's coming, right? You've shown him do this a few times on a few run plays. You give him that stick jab, now you're gonna be stick, and you're gonna get jab. Always moving at the DB. If I'm not moving, he can stay square and not worry about anything, but if he ever locks his hips, you can give it a wrong arm. He's locked, he's done. Stick jab, stick jab. And now we come back to our triple stick. Stick, jab, stick. Back outside, right? So this progression builds, but you say, okay, I want to get inside. Typically this will come as a counter, right? Last release. You're quickly bringing your back foot equal with your other side. Really what this allows you to do is be powerful off of either foot, either direction you want to go, right? By being sudden and at the DB, you're hoping to create some kind of response that allows you to make your next move. I'm gonna try to get inside on this one, right? I'm gonna come to balance, my feet hit at the same time, real subtle shift in my hips. Be able to get back out, same thing, either dipping the shoulder or working hand over. And there you go. That's the first phase, just working on some of those releases. This is the first place you win, but it's not the only place. I call this drill burst, glide, burst. So the whole point of this is when you're running these hard breaks, you don't want to carry maximum speed into these things. What we're going to do is glide through this, and then when we get to that burst phase, just as you would on a 14-yard curl, right? Your burst, you're gliding so the DB doesn't feel anything different. The DB should see you and look like you're still driving. He should feel like you're still moving at him and he's got to open up, but you're not even moving full speed yet. When you hit that second burst, it's like, oh shoot, I didn't even know he had more. That DB gets pushed out of there and you're able to break out with never having to just drive through an entire 14 yards of just maximum effort sprint. You're bursting off the line, your start. You're driving, arm pump, leg drive. Once you hit this cone, nothing changes except you're no longer accelerating. Trying to hold that same form without gaining any more speed. And then you hit that last cone, you're bursting again through the 40-yard line. So it's a 20-yard total, 6-yard burst, glide, 6-yard burst. Burst Glide Burst is so important because you gotta create that separation off the start. You gotta threaten vertically. That glide phase is so important so you're not carrying maximum speed, maximum velocity into the top of these hard brakes, but you're also saving yourself that extra gear to be able to push that DB off, get out of your brake efficiently as that DB's running off on the go route and you're able to create great separation at the top of your brake. I like to do this drill typically with a coach being able to yell out red light, green light, which is the name of the drill. Just finishing up the burst part from the Burst Glide Burst drill, right? First cone here is the top of your brake point. I'm bursting, I'm in that drive phase, and I'm sinking. This deceleration and the sink happen at the exact same time. There's no tell before that, no rising up, no arms coming out, nothing that says I'm gonna stop until I'm actually stopping and sinking at the exact same time. That first cone's my red light. I'm gonna go right foot up. I want my hips to be square. I do not want my feet parallel. If you're going left, you're gonna put that right foot up. You wanna have your hips square, but be able to open to where you're going. If you're here, the leg's gotta swing around to get back to that spot, right? You wanna keep that door open so you can push out of that. So when we get to our red light phase, it's right foot forward. We're gonna burst out again, left foot forward, right? So I burst, sink, bop, red light, green light, bop, left foot's forward, right? Really punching the ground on that sink too, right? When my right foot is in front, I really wanna punch, right? Nose over toes, that punch and sink and decel all happen at the same time. There we go, there's your red light drill, working your brake point. All right, working part 4 of our progression. Had our release, our stem, our brake point. Now we're working our race. My coach always told me this was the most important part of your route. Take this thing seriously, I got a good drill for you. All right, this is what I got. 2 cones, a sideline. For the sake of this drill, I'm using the 50-yard line as my sideline. The whole point of this drill is to emphasize, once you get to the top of your route, your momentum is stopped, the race starts again, like your route starts over. Once you're here, it doesn't mean you've won. No matter how far back to the DB is, it's about racing out of this thing and racing to the ball. This is something I do to emphasize running through the ball, a little bit of a distraction, understanding there's a sideline, you've gotta be able to see the ball, know where the sideline is without looking down, just feel the sideline, catch the ball, and run through that thing. So 1-2 punch to the top, you're gonna race out of this thing, catch the ball, run through it. All right, here we go, that was that 2-step. Let's move into a 3. Now you got the 1-2 at the top. Now you're gonna have all 3 of them. We worked on that Burst Glide Burst. The 1, 2, 3. Your 1, nose over toes. 2, 3, your 3 is not here. 3 has to be out in front of you still to be able to open your hip up and create that separation so you're not running around yourself. You'll really feel yourself run around when you're stacked at the top. You try to open and you swing this leg all the way around, right? Really want that leg opened at the top, be able to create that separation, be able to drive away from that DB. So here we go, it's a 1, 2, 3 at the top. I'm braking to my left off of a 1, 2, 3. This is something that I don't think a lot of people do. It's a way to create a little bit of separation for yourself in terms of allowing yourself to grab a yard, 2 yards, 3 yards here for a lot of guys are really able to react. So the whole point of this drill, you have your back to the defense, you've come out of your break, the ball is coming, you turn in your shadow. I'm turning within my shadow here. This shadow is not gonna come off this line right here. Anywhere outside of this right here is doing nothing for me. It's doing nothing for your teammates either. As the ball's in the air, you're gonna flip your hips before the ball gets there. Flip the hips, eyes to the ball first, and then we're driving out. The next thing I'm working on here, you're gonna work that same thing because everything's vertical first, right? You're gonna flip, catch. Now you feel those DBs are far enough away. You want to create a little more separation, a little more run after catch. You're gonna catch that thing, nod them, and side door escape, right? We call this front door escape, side door escape, right here. Bang. You're trying to release up the side again. You don't want to wind this thing out too far. You try to be as much as you can at least, be able to catch, jab, get around this cone, and get back vertical as quickly as you can. Come to balance, shift your hips, release, get vertical. Being able to flip your hips quickly, get up the field, really what we're talking about is the difference between a 4 or 5 yard gain and an 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 yard gain. So this is really something that's important to create separation, be able to create explosive plays out of plays that really shouldn't be. I hope you take these things, work on them, and I hope they serve you well. Thank you for tuning in to 11 Online.